Welcome back to another episode of the Hermit Poetry Series. I'm Neil Aitken, and on this channel I read poetry, mostly work by contemporary poets, occasionally poems of my own, and once in a while poems from the past. Today's poem comes to us from Canadian poet Don McKay from his collection Lurch, published by McLelland Stewart in 2021. So this is brand new. Picked it up a few weeks ago. And the poem I'm going to read is in the middle of the collection and is entitled Problems in Translation, number 76, River. It can seem to say, hush, hush, or hurry, 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 or listen. It can rattle, it can chortle, it can knock sotto voce from the middle of a whirl like an introverted woodpecker. It says nothing in English, but will seem to whisper English, 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 as it lisps across the shallows, as though calling language back to babble, and babble back to burble, and burble back to Bach's keyboard concerto in D minor, as recorded by Glenn Gould with the Columbia Orchestra under Leonard Bernstein, while the whole Philharmonic kit and caboodle went skinny dipping in polyphony. The translator sits on the bridge with his feet in flux, his head riddled with riffs. What next? One of him composes an alphabet of vowels. One of him is in the kitchen dancing with a dictionary, secretly slipping its definitions to the blender. One of him wishes that a fish, say a quick brown trout, would just flip from the unsayable river into his lap. And that was Problems in Translation, number 76, River. Don McKay, Lurch, from McLelland Stewart, 2021. Those of you who know me know I'm always a sucker for poems about translation, as well as, I don't know, any reflection on sort of the slipperiness, the ultimate failure of translation. And I took particular delight in sort of the ways in which river becomes this unsayable thing, and it eventually flops back inside of the river. The word is the unsayable thing. The word is the fish as well. I don't know. It's just it's a delightful poem without taking itself too seriously. So, anyways, that was from Don McKay, Lurch. So if you enjoyed this reading and this poem, please do check out the description of the video for more information about the poet, Don McKay, as well as where to purchase this book, and more information about other projects and series that I'm currently running. If you yourself are a poet with a book out and would like to be featured on this series, please do contact me. You can contact me through the comments, or you can reach me by email. Either way works. Just let me know basically let me know about your book, and let me know if there's a way that I can get a hold of a copy of it, which might prove a little challenging depending on where you're living, but we'll do our best to find some way to make that work. And I will do my best to figure out a way to work it into the series. I can't guarantee it. Not all books that come to me really feel like the poems are in a voice that I can execute. Or do justice. And that's a larger discussion about, there are sometimes poems that I feel are wonderful, incredible, powerful, and yet it would be something of a transgression for me to step into that voice, to displace the voice of the poem itself, and the poet. Sometimes there's a way in which it feels that is not the right thing to do. So on rare occasions, I will just simply not read those poems and let them stand. I will recommend them, highly recommend them, but those are not necessarily poems that always make it to this series. But I'll do my best. I'll do my best to work it. And I'm trying to think what else I can say. Oh, please do. If you like what I'm doing, like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon. Any of those things will help keep these videos visible. I'm grateful for all of you who have joined in the last week or so. We've broken the 100 subscriber mark, which is it's a milestone for a project like this, which is really, there's just me and a camera, and and a bunch of books, and I do the best I can. And I'm grateful for all of you who are along for the ride. I'm grateful for what this means about poetry. I'm really thankful for all the different poems that are out there and poets that are out there who are imagining and engaging the world in interesting ways, who are speaking truth to power, who are finding ways to articulate what we often feel is ineffable, unsayable, just like this poem deals with translation. There are many things that feel untranslatable, and yet, nonetheless, someone attempts to do it, and we are the better for that. So thank you for being a part of this great journey and this little project adventure that I've been on. And I hope wherever you are and whatever you're up to, that you're finding joy in your creative process, and that the journey you're on leads you to many wonderful vistas and perhaps even a few poems. And I would love to see those at some point too. So until next time, all the best. Stay well, stay active, stay engaged in the good work of poetry. And we'll be back again soon with more poetry and more reading and more discussion, I guess. Until next time, take care and goodbye.